learned in 20 years of practice then. And it turned out to be really a great mission. Initially, I thought I'm going to just consult online and provide the services to everyone. However, again, I maxed out. So I thought, okay, let's scrap that, start writing and showing everything for free. So basically, my whole idea is that medical services and healthcare should be for free to everyone who needs it, okay? And it is really hard for me to see that some people do not have the knowledge to make mistakes, or that they learn the knowledge too late, or that they can't really afford it when it comes to holistic care and so on. So we are still about 98% people in the community only coming for the knowledge, only coming for the reading. And luckily, we have those who support us and trust our products and buy them. And that's how we carry the mission. So it's been really amazing. I have been inspired by many dogs, mainly. And dogs are top priority in our company and top value. And by many people as well. And also by nature. And, you know, when you look at nature, it's kind of amazing. I've showed this picture of these three boys, and they are visiting me here in Maui. They had lost their father. They lost their father about 5 years ago in a ski accident. And I was able to cash my points and take them here. But the reason why I'm saying that is that I actually took them to the local aquarium here. And we were looking at the fish, and we were looking at what nature creates and how amazing it is, how perfect it is. That you know, it's unbelievable. And then we look at everything that humans created, including the medical system that we have here. And it is so flawed and so imperfect, and we constantly try to do something that is just not what nature intended. Nature knows exactly how to heal. It detoxes and cleanses and then provides nutrients, and then it rebalances and resets constantly, whether it's seasons or whether it's flow of water or the sun and so on. So, you know, whenever I'm in touch with nature, whether it's in the garden or seeing dogs heal on their own, when we actually allow the healing potential to kind of flourish and be there, this is what inspires me. And in the course of the whole mission, I realized, okay, I'm here on my own and I can write and write and write, but I can't really do it with others. So it first started with you know, our team. First it was my assistant Emma, and then Angela came on board, and then the team started growing and it became more and more fun. And then we got to a point again thinking, okay, this is all nice, but we really need to involve our community, and we need to make sure that they have fun too, and they're rewarded for what they do. Because, you know, by any share or by any kind of like sharing the information or telling people how we do and what we do and what you do, we can make a huge difference. And then when you transform it into the real situations, the lives of your friends and their dogs, and seeing the love and seeing the incredible connection, that's where it kind of comes together. And obviously, Sky and I, we have an amazing connection. I always say that whatever I learn is from him and from other dogs. But seeing it in real life, that's what makes life real and purposeful. So you're here because I know already that you're passionate, not only about your dogs, but also making a difference. And I'm always kind of surprised, because I'm thinking, really? Like, are these people, do they want to work with us? And do they want to be with us? That's so awesome. And I really am grateful for it. And sometimes I'm having a hard time to believe how incredible this whole movement has been. But there's so much work to do. And as you know, there are many of my colleagues as well. There's Karen Becker, and there are so many other veterinarians who do similar work. And that is the community as well. So when we are working, we are not only helping people to understand the natural and holistic approach to life about their dogs, but also with regards to their own well-being. And usually people learn from dogs about health and nutrition and all that. Then obviously community, and we do defend the cause of holistic and natural healing. The other day, I had a client of mine, all-time client, calling me and saying, I'm adopting a dog from SPCA, and they want me to neuter this dog at 10 weeks. And so I had all the conversation, learned that the dog was vaccinated, then it was given advantage at the age of 8 weeks. And then it started having some tremors and has been very listless. And so I called the SPCA thinking, you know, they're gonna stop the procedure, they're gonna postpone it, and maybe we can convince them that we can do it, you know, at a year of age as opposed to 10 weeks. No compromise, nothing. They have neutered the dog on that same day that it was scheduled. They didn't care whether the dog was sick, had vaccinosis, had side effects of advantage. There was no discussion. And those are the times when I'm thinking, okay, maybe we can make a difference if we share these situations, if we work with the community. And, you know, sometimes these obstacles seem like annoyances and frustrating elements of life, but when we use them like a fuel for our mission and for what we want to do and cause and the difference that we want to make, then it really starts making sense. And so we try to embrace change as well. You know, we're not always like, I learn things that I sometimes adjust to sometimes completely change after a while because I can see that they don't work. And that's part of growing as well. And we also try to be flexible and adjust to other people. And it's not always my way or highway. It's not always black and white, but I believe in the center. I believe that somewhere in the center, there's always the truth, the most important part of life and health, whatever we are dealing with. So I don't want to talk the whole time because this is about you and also helping you to introduce you to the program and ask questions. But I would like to introduce you some of the team members that we have here. And there's a little bit of a noise, so I'm not sure whether it's some of the microphones may not be muted. Can mute your microphone, lower left corner of the control panel. Wonderful. So Leah, you've met Leah. She's come on board about a year ago. She's a techie. We call her, she's very technical and she loves systems and she's very good with setting them up. So that's wonderful. Thank you, Leah. And then there is, I'm just going through then there's Darlene. Darlene Caston she lives in Calgary and she helps me to to make what I write English, okay? Because everything that I write, whether it's the posts or the articles, I write myself, but I am an ESL person, English as a second language. So Darlene helps me to kind of make it more legible, and she's the editor of our company. And then there's Amy Johnston, and Amy doesn't have a camera. I can't see her on camera. She is our project manager. So whatever we do, whether it's the safety campaign we ran or we are introducing new product, and she's making sure that everything, or we run any health related topics and campaigns, she's making sure that everyone does their job, including myself. So that's Amy. And I think that's probably all on our team. I know that Alicia, our customer service manager, she's here. I can see her now. She is helping the team to be the best in supporting you and other customers. You know, when it comes to companies, you can run a company and you can focus on money, but what we do, we try to really put the dogs at the top of the pyramid and focus on dogs. So whatever we do, if it's not good for dogs, we're not doing it. Then the second part is the customers and you and the community. And that's why we need to have, and we've allocated about 5 team members currently to answering questions, to making sure that people get the knowledge that they need. So this is a huge undertaking, and Alicia is looking after the team. She's amazing, has a lot of history in hospitality industry, and she's helping us to give you the best support we can. And I think, and Val is actually an animal health technologist. She joined us fairly recently, and she lives in the Kootenays, which is the central BC, British Columbia. And she is helping me customer surveys, but also helping my assistant Angela with the systems and with the online stores and with supplies and manufacturing and all that. So that's Val. And I think that's all from the team, but I'm seeing everyone else here, and I would like to welcome you, and I'm really happy to see you here. Our goal is to help as many dogs as possible, and hopefully through the dogs we can help people to see healthcare differently. And maybe then our society will start seeing the need for change and maybe transforming the healthcare. Because, you know, giving drugs or chemicals to treat diseases, especially the chronic ones, it's like pouring sewage in a lake that we want to clear. And I know that some of you have read or listened to the courses or read the course, and I'm repeating myself a little bit, but it's so important to understand the basic essential principles of healing. And every time I run into friends or people, I'm sure that you have the same experiences, they just don't get it. And then they end up with serious problems. And this is what we try to prevent. So, you know, I believe that the strength is numbers in the community. And that is why I'm so excited to have you here. I am just one of many, and with you we can make a difference. So who succeeds and how we succeed? We measure our success actually, and again, how many dogs we help. We have had some people telling us that we should have financial goals and monetary goals in our company, and we do have like one goal a year just to see how many dogs we can help, but we do not focus on money because the money is a byproduct. But at the same time, we know that money is energy, and the more resources we have, the more changes and difference we can make. And that's why we want you to succeed and want you to be rewarded as well. So we don't say that money is evil, because it is about how it's used. But we don't necessarily focus on it during the actual work process. What we do, we focus on helping dogs and really having fun with it. And you know, every weekend I'm really looking forward to Monday, because I can start meeting with my team and I miss everyone, and I can start interacting with the social media and community, and that's what is really fun. But success is actually a way to help more dogs and more people and make a difference. So, you know, just about a month ago, I ran into a book that is called "Obstacle is the Way," and or "Obstacles are the Way." Maybe I can't remember the name exactly, but it is true that if we run into problems and challenges, quite often we feel down. But if we see them as a springboard to something better, then it feels better to have these obstacles. And I now am just kind of, you know, looking for solutions as soon as an obstacle comes, and I don't get really down about it. So this is something that we'll talk about, and we'll have different team meetings and development, and we'll try to pass on as much knowledge and wisdom, if there's any, onto you. So the only other thing that I wanted to say is that it's really important to have the trust, and you know, I hope and I trust that you trust us, because you are here, and whatever we do with dogs in mind, and also with the fact that we have to be 100% honest with our community. So whatever changes we've made in the past, you know, like not doing any retail because we had some problems with the retailers and they're undercutting us. We came out to the community and said, you know, this is what we need to do, because we don't only sell products, we also teach people how to create health and long life for their dogs. And it takes a lot of resources. So if we suddenly have retailers who would undercut us and we would be, offering our products at lower than our cost, then we would have to shut the whole mission down. So we had to say that. So those are the examples when we just need to embrace clarity and honesty. And we expect the same from you. We have been teaching each other on the team how to be direct communicators, how to communicate well, how to be each other's friends, but not to be afraid of telling each other there's something wrong. And so I hope that this will be a good positive energy within our team and in the Healing Ambassador movement as well. And now there's Leah again, and she's going to introduce us to the Healing Ambassador HP because she knows much more than I do. And I'm going to pass over the talking stick to Leah.
You bet. Well, thank you very much, Peter, for everything that you just shared with everybody. It was fantastic as usual. My mouse has frozen, so just give me a second to reshare screen here. Of course, that's the way it goes. All right. Let me know when you can see my screen. If anybody can just pop on and let me know.
I can see it, Leah.
Perfect.
I can see it too.
Perfect. So the whole premise of the Healing Ambassador program, and when Peter reached out to me about a year ago, is when the process started about building a Healing Ambassador program. I was really excited to take on this project. I've built affiliate programs for other companies in the past, and working with this organization has been night and day of just the focus is on the support kind of thing instead of on like the price or the amount of money kind of thing. So I love what we've been able to do with this program. I hope every single one of you have had a chance to log into the Healing Ambassador headquarters, is what we call it. You would have received your welcome email. And in that email, it had the link of where to log on, which is drdobiashealingambassador.com. And you would just click on the login and get into this headquarters. So I want to kind of take you through what we've got here in the headquarters, go over some of the questions I usually get asked. And right when you first log in, this is what you're going to see here. This is the hub of where the communication is going to happen with different things going on. So scrolling down, these are just little posts from me. You'll see them from time to time. If there's any issue going on, I immediately pop it in here so that everybody can see and know about it right away. And as things progress, then I'm always adding posts in there as well. So this is where you'll be able to see at a glance the status of anything that's happening, like the login issue we had for a little while there. We've also listed the products that are included in the program. Those are the Dr. Tobias Natural Healing original products like Soul Food, Gut Sense, Green Min. We've got them all listed in here, and there's some extra products also in here as well, like the harness, like the Featherlight leash that you can share with your network as well. So what I've done for everybody as well, because sometimes navigating websites can be difficult or you're not sure where to go, we've got this Getting Started tab right here. And in the Getting Started, I've got some very easy videos that you can follow that gives you step-by-step. Here's how to navigate headquarters. Here's where to find your ambassador links, all of that kind of thing. So it's all mapped out very easily for you to find what you're looking for. And if you have certain questions and you can't find the answer in any of these videos, just reach out to me and let me know. My email address is on the very front page, and I'll shoot a video for you and pop it into this headquarters so that everybody then has the answer to that question. So don't hesitate to reach out to me at any time if there's something kind of missing that you'd like to see. So that's the Getting Started page there with all those videos. Now the really important page is actually going to this Promotions and Reports page. Oh, see, the login issue happens when you're already logged in. I've got it open on another tab. Sorry. If that happens to you, log out, log back in. So this tab here, this promotions and reports, these are where you find your links. This is how we can track if somebody clicks on the link and say it's one of Amy's links. That's how I know to pay Amy a reward, versus Val or something like that. So it's really important that you use these ambassador links that are in the back office here for you. We've got some general links just to the store itself, to the website, if your network would rather have, be sent to something a little more general than to a specific product. So we have a few listed here under defaults. If you scroll down, you can see we've categorized a lot of different ones for you as well, just to keep things nice and clean in the back office for you. So if I were to click on Greenman, you can see your standard link right here. That is what you would copy and paste and give out to people. But we also have banner ads, and we've got the picture itself that you can click on and save, but also the HTML code. So if you have your own website, you can give this code to your web programmer and get the nice little banner ad placed onto your website. So those are just some of the resources that we have in place for you, is having those banner ads, that link as we do different promotions. Amy's really, really great at organizing those promotions. And I will always stick those under special promotions for you, and you can grab any resources that we have in place for that promotion. We've got them right here for you to use as well. So what we're doing is sharing some of our best, graphics, some of our best resources we're using for our own marketing. We're passing them along to the Healing Ambassadors so you can use them for your marketing efforts as well. So that is really it from me to show you this back end. Are there any questions about the technical stuff? Or Peter, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Yes, I actually, as I'm listening to you, I realized that that what I'd like to do next is to have anyone an opportunity, or everyone an opportunity, maybe 2-minute opportunity to introduce themselves, and if they want to, and then we'll go to the question. So would it be possible if we can do that?
Absolutely. Let's start with, I see Amy Marshall has already unmuted herself. Amy, say hi.
Hi, everyone. My name's Amy, and I run the blog primalpooch.com, and I'm pretty new to affiliate links, so I email Leah all the time, and she's super helpful. And my blog is changing focus, but I pretty much just focus on raw diet and fresh food diets for dogs.
Okay, that's cool. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Amy. I'll see you again. I know you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Heather McGregor. I'm new to all of this, just a couple days in here, and I have a background in nutrition, and I have my own website as well. So I started off with myself, and now I'm moving on to my fur family as well for happy nutrition and everything. So nice to meet you all.
And where are you, Heather?
I'm in Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Yes.
Nice.
Very cool.
Welcome.
All right. We've got someone is posted as admin. Who is that? Oh, I tried to unmute you, but it didn't work.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Oh, there's two people.
I think we've got two. Let's start with admin. Who?
I don't know why I'm coming up as admin, but my name is Annie.
Hi, Annie.
Yeah, I'm in Montreal. I don't have a blog. I don't have any of those things, but I just love these products. I discovered these products a few years ago, and I just talk about them to everybody. So I figured I would just... And I actually have started talking to some people I know in the States. So yeah, so that's it. I just want to be part of this group to share the information.
Well, thank you, Annie. Welcome aboard. And I believe the next person, it was the gentleman on the phone, correct? Are you muted now?
Yes, I'm here. Hi. How are
Hi, good. How are you?
Good. My name is Avi, and I am thrilled to be on this call with you. I'm dialing in because I'm just on the road today. But, you know, I discovered your products by doing a search. I've been into holistic health and nutrition for myself and humans, just researching and learning over the past 5-6 years. And my dog wasn't doing so well. And what I really, really loved, and Dr. Tobias, I really want to share this with you, the testimonials, okay, on the Lipton complex about reducing lipomas. That's the one that really jumped out at me. And then everything else was like in line with the holistic mentality, like the whole bundle with the gut sense and the minerals and soul food. All that resonated with me, but it was that testimonial that jumped out about that Lipton complex. And I put my dog Junior on there for 2 months, and he's doing fantastic. He had one of his lipomas dissolve. So from that, I just really dialed into the blog and what you guys are sharing. And then all of a sudden, things just lined up because I'm creating an online website to share health education with people and our pets. And then you guys introduced this affiliate marketing program, and it's lined up perfectly. So I'm so stoked right now to be on the call with you guys and be a part of this. And it works. You know, I'm a believer in it. So my dog Junior is getting back, losing weight, losing lipomas, and jumping stairs again. And it's really amazing. You know, I'm really blown away. So I follow this lifestyle for myself and share with people. And then as far as pets, I'm just getting acquainted to it, but I know it works. So that's where I'm at. And I'm so happy to be able to learn online marketing and affiliate marketing right now and share this with more people. So yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, babe.
and give Junior a hug for us. Seems like he's a good guy.
Absolutely, yeah.
Fantastic. I see Paula. Paula, you're on the call as well. It was great emailing with you the other day. Do you want to unmute yourself and introduce yourself to everybody else?
Oh, we cannot hear you, Paula. Oh, we hope we can. Would you like to dial in, Paula, on a different online so we can have the video and also the audio? If you dial in by the phone as well, that may be an option. We'll come back to you right after you dial in, okay?
Yeah.
Let's try this.
Oh, we can hear you.
Yes.
All right, thanks. Hi, Peter.
Hi. Hi, Paula. So glad to see you here.
Yeah, same here.
I saw you, and I was really happy to see you.
Yeah, me too. Well, this is my second time around in the Healing Ambassador program, and I'm thrilled to be here. I was one of those lucky retailers that got to help Peter with the mission a few years back, and love the products. And even though I was kind of, I was sad that I wasn't able to sell them, that's okay because our mission is the same. And I'm mostly in the dog breeding community, and I have about, I don't know, maybe 3,000 or 4,000 people in my, expanded group. And I'm just about to start my board certification in animal naturopathy. So I'm very excited about that, and I'm leading a very large team of young living animal people and starting to do a lot of events to help people with their animals in all kinds of ways. And my mission is so similar to yours and so synergistic, and I love what you do. And it's really not about the money. It's about being in this mission with like-minded people, and I'm just thrilled to be here through the whole process with everybody.
Hello.
Thank you, Paula.
Good.
Hi, Heather.
Thanks, Paula.
You know each other.
I'm going to unmute myself here.
See, this just kind of seeing you all here. I just want to say, there is no divide. I feel like we got together as a group, and I'm really looking forward to many future meetings because it's just starting. This is the fun part. Who is next? Leah?
I think Megan should be next. I can see her grinning. I'm trying to figure out how to unmute.
There we go. Yeah, I've never done Zoom. I've never done this before. Hi, guys.
Hi,
Hi,
Megan.
Good to be here. I'm excited to be here with all you guys. Found Dr. Dobias probably, it's been at least like 2 years, and started following what he was writing. And right around that time, I was learning about vaccinosis and some different things like that. And everything just really made sense. I started reading this and I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. And I'm a farrier by trade. I've been a farrier for the last 11 years, and I'm traditionally trained. So I used to apply steel shoes to horses. And about 5 years ago, I moved into the natural hoof care realm. And along with that, really opened up a lot of avenues for learning about animals and what nature wants for them, I guess would be the easiest way to say that. So, yeah, when I saw you guys had the affiliate program, I was just like, yes, I could finally be a part of this, because I had already kind of been telling people about Dr. Dobias, sharing his stuff. So, yeah, I feel really honored to be here with everybody, and I really look forward to learning more and sharing and helping pets. I have a Facebook page where I do most of my marketing right now, and I'll start up with a blog soon. So thanks.
Very cool. Thanks, Megan. Let's go over to Kate. I can see Kate with the gorgeous smile.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
I hope so.
Yep.
My name's Kate, and I'm in LA. Actually, we're up in Yosemite right now. The dog's sleeping on the bed. But I found Dr. Dobias through Instagram. I won some the green mint and the soul food through a Instagram contest. But I'm so happy to have found it, because it's so great. My dog Redford, he loves it, and I'm really into raw food. So he had parvo when he was little, and after he survived a week in the ER, he didn't want anything to do with kibble, and I'm so happy about it, because he's on raw food now, and I can't explain how awesome raw is for dogs. And then just from getting into raw food, it's opened up a whole world of, natural ways of feeding dogs, and I don't know, homeopathic ways of, non-medicine, I guess, no antibiotics and things like that. So I'm really interested in learning more about that through Dr. Dobias, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. Eo, how are you? I haven't spoken to you in about a week. How are you doing? I know.
I'm fine, thank you. It's a pleasure working with you. So this is Romeo.
Aww.
And I began home cooking. Oh, I'm from Newton, Massachusetts. And I began home cooking for my 3 dogs. I have another Chihuahua and a Yorkie. And at that time, by home cooking, I just wasn't sure if the dogs were getting the right kind of nutrition. And I was thinking about supplementing some nutrition into their food. So I looked you up, Dr. Dobias, and I wanted an organic product, because that's very important to me in cooking and for myself also. And I just started putting your supplements in their food. And also I have a girlfriend who also home cooks, and we opened up a Facebook group called Chihuahua Chew, and we teach people how to home cook. And also I'm on several other holistic Facebook groups for Chihuahuas, basically, and other dog types too. Also some dogs with epilepsy, because he has epilepsy. So with that, I have access to 10, 20, maybe 25, 30,000 members between all the groups. And all I ever hear about is how sick their dogs are with skin problems and stomach problems and all that. So, I try to guide them into home cooking. And then, of course, I try to have them build up their immune system with Gut Sense and all your great products. I mean, they're wonderful. I mean, absolutely wonderful. And again, when the affiliate program came on, I was thrilled, because now, again, I could be a part of this too, because I just believe in it so much. And I love your product very much. Thank you so much.
Thanks, EO.
You're welcome.
How about Carmen? Oh, I think Carmen just sent a message saying she had to go. Sorry, Carmen. She just sent, I don't want to interrupt, but I have to be off for her dog training class. So best of luck, Carmen. Thank you. Let's go over to, who else haven't we seen yet? I'm just scrolling through the names. Wendy, yes. Wendy. And Mercedes after that, yeah. Wendy, can you unmute yourself? I don't see Wendy.
Wendy's on the phone, I believe. It looks like.
Okay.
Maybe she's muted. Let's go to Mercedes.
Let's go to Mercedes, yeah.
Hello, can everybody hear me okay?
You bet.
Okay, great. I'm just like everyone else, really, really excited to be here and to actually hear Dr. Tobias' voice live. So that's always a treat. I've been feeding raw actually since 2007. Oh, and I'm in California, in LA area also. And I actually started to use the Greenman product probably about over a year now. It's probably been closer to 2 years, and now I'm using all the products. But what I know attracted me mostly to the products, Dr. Tobias, you are a very humble and modest person. and you don't find that in the world today. I'm serious. Don't get embarrassed, okay? You need to just hear this. And feel good about it, because honestly, we don't live in a transparent world. And I had 2 dogs that passed from cancer horrifically. I'm on my 3rd dog, my 3rd husky. All of my dogs were huskies. And unfortunately, you know, I listened to a lot of what conventional vets were telling me, but when I was following all your videos and all your information, I didn't even question for a moment your sincerity and your passion for animals. And first and foremost, I do have to say that Sky was what spoke volumes to me, because I had 2 huskies that had a lot of arthritis. And when I saw your dog at 15 and I said, why couldn't my dog look like that? That's what drew me. He is such a witness. He's such a witness to what is possible with a 15-year-old dog, because we see so much geriatric dogs that cannot move. But look at Sky. He's just a, you know, what do you call that? A mascot, I guess you could say. But he's the perfect example. And that's what attracted me. I said, I've got to find out. And really, Greenman stands alone in itself. It's an amazing product. I'm very, you know, as I continue to do my research, that you create amazing products, true to what you say they are. I mean, it's so important that we have whole foods, nothing synthetic. And I'm giving Greenman, she's 6 years old. I have a 6-year-old husky now, and I've seen, I mean, she hasn't had any vaccines, no flea stuff or anything, but I am just so excited to tell others. I don't have a website, but I'm very passionate, and I'm looking to actually maybe launch something on my end here in California in educating, you know, pet owners on the natural path to take care of their pets. So thank you, Dr. Tobias, for your just humility and your passion and your modesty, and just forging forward no matter at what cost to give us this information. I applaud you.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. As I said, without you guys and without the team, I would not be able to do nearly as much. When you love something, when you do something, when you understand the value of the animals in our life, then it's easy, because, you know, I think that just, I don't know, like life is about helping others and making a difference if we can. But, you know, ultimately, what I wanted to say is that the education is going to be really important, and I'm going to do my best to teach you what I've learned, and in the course, in the health and longevity course, there's pretty much most of the core points of health and longevity are there. So if you start giving people, not necessarily, we are talking a lot about products and how much you like them, and I really appreciate it because I like them too. And I didn't expect that they would make as much difference as they do. It really opened my eyes about how important nutrition is and the whole healing cycle and detoxing and providing nutrients and aligning the spine and all that. But it is about the education. And so I'm hoping that you will learn as much as you can. So if I drop or something happens when I get really old and senile, that you'll be able to take it over. And when it comes to Sky, he's going to be 16 this year. He's still, he went to the aquarium with us today, and he's still hiking. He's slower than he used to be, but he still gets really super excited doing his little exercises and doing his little cavaletti in the morning and doing all that. So it's really fun. I think it's also important not to have unreasonable expectations and not pressure our dogs to be puppies again, because old age is old age, and he's really teaching me how to accept the fact that we just get older and slower, and that's just life. So I don't think that we should really make people feel like if their dog ages that it's wrong and that they did something wrong. We have to teach them to extend the life as long as possible, as much as possible, and also embrace the age and accept it, and love the Zen dogs that we eventually end up having, because they all become so mellow and so lovely that, that's also our mission. And you were also talking about Facebook and building communities and lists and all that, and that's great. Just remember that when it comes to building your community, that your mail list is the most valuable, because if Facebook changes algorithms or Google changes algorithms, they may not show your posts to many others. So build your mail list. Make sure that is your domain. That is your focus. Because if you don't build your mail lists, big corporation can decide whether others will see the materials. And it's sad because, sometimes when it comes to Facebook or in Pinterest, Instagram, we help these companies to build their platforms, and then they start cutting down and changing their ways. So just remember that. Mm-hmm. And I think that I'm going to pass on to Leah and maybe some questions.
Yeah, definitely. I do see we do have one other person on the phone if they wanted to hop on and say hi. It may be a duplicate, though. I'm not sure. It kind of shows up twice on my end, so it may be an error more than anything else. But if there's anybody else who wanted to introduce themselves, feel free to jump in and do so. In the meantime, let's see if anybody has any questions on the program, on the company, how to find your links, anything like that. We are at your disposal. Amy says she has a quick question about the reports section. I see visits, opt-ins, number sales, and total sales. What does total sales stand for, the dollar amount? I was a little confused there. Thanks. So that's in the partner center of the website. If you look over at reports, can everybody still see my screen?
Nope.
No? Okay, because I'm showing everybody, so it would probably be beneficial if I shared my screen again. There we go. So under the partner center, that promotions and reports, where Amy's talking about is right here, clicking on reports, what some of these numbers mean. So what they mean is like visits are how many people have clicked on your ambassador link. Opt-ins are people who have taken action on the petertobias.com website but haven't bought anything, but they're browsing. Sales, just like it says, it's if somebody has purchased something off the website. And then total sales will register every sale that you have. You can look up here where it says time frame. You can do it by yesterday, today, you can make a custom date. That total sales will always show everything that you've done. Does that make sense, Amy?
Sorry, I was muted. Well, I'm seeing different numbers on mine for sales and total sales. That's why I was confused. And it's on all time. So I just wasn't, maybe I'm missing it. I don't know.
It could even be because it's March 1st. So we've rolled over that. It could be some in the back end haven't flipped over to the other column, but I'll definitely take a look at that because I know I was in yours last night verifying some commissions that actually it happened right before we had launched because you were in there early.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
So sales would be to date, Leah, or total sales would be overall since joining the program, correct?
Yeah.
So sales would be after let's say if we complete the month of February, then the sales would mean that they would include only the month of March, or like I'm unclear as well.
It should be the only one. Yeah. So number of sales will be for whatever time period you've specified. Okay. So if you've specified February, it's going to show you how many sales were made off of your ambassador link in February. Okay. Then total sales, and I'll verify because I'm wondering if it's not showing $1 for you, Amy, it may be talking quantity of product. So if your total sales was say $100 and then it says 5, it meant there were 5 products. So I'll verify that with you, Amy, to make sure that I'm seeing what you're seeing, if that makes sense.
Isn't there a pound sign up above the column that says sales? Number of sales? Maybe? No?
See, the total sales didn't have the $sign. So I'll verify that for sure, and then I'll shoot a video and I'll put it under getting started.
Okay, great. Thank you, Leah. That's definitely a good question.
Paula has a question as well. Can we deep link into Peter's articles through the Healing Ambassador program? For example, I love his article on how to help a dog to expel something they shouldn't have eaten. If I send someone there, does the program keep track of my link? Did I read that correctly? I'm just making sure I read that correctly. Yes. We've got some blog posts that lead directly in the partner center there. If you look under where it says blog posts, let me share my screen again and I'll show you where to go. That was Paula who asked, right? Okay, so Paula, if we go over to the promotional tools, my mouse is frozen yet again. There we go. It's frozen. If I go down to blog posts, there are specific blog posts already set up in the system for you. If the one you want isn't in here, you can let me know and I can get it in here for you. Or what you can do is just send people to the website itself. You can use that link if you'd like to. But to send people directly to that blog post, you have to have a unique link for it so that I can track that person came from you.
Leah, I have a question actually.
Yeah.
If we and I think that it will be really important for us to set these blogs and articles because they're the most important reason why we are here. So if we set up the blogs in different categories, like there would be some essential blogs, or there would be the health and longevity course blogs, the essential on that. Maybe we can actually give you guys a proposal what we want to put up, and I would definitely establish some sort of link to Leah, and if you want an article that should be linked to the ambassador program, we'll put it up there and we'll try to categorize it maybe a little more. Or can it at least be organized alphabetically, meaning that if the blog starts with the letter G, could it be at the G part of the alphabet?
Yeah, definitely. So these categories here, we can put it into some blogs that are alphabetical or by section, like you said.
So we'll definitely, we are making a note of this, and we'll give you the opportunity to share these blogs. Very good, a very important part of our mission. Thank you.
Perfect. Amy has another question saying, I can't remember how many days does cookies last. So for those of you unfamiliar with that term, a cookie is kind of that tracking pixel that is running behind the scenes that is used for tracking people all across the internet. Pretty much every website uses cookies, and that's what we use to be able to track. We don't set an expiry date on cookies. I know some affiliate programs say they're only good for a year. We don't have an expiry on it, so it can last however long it lasts. Of course, we have no control. If somebody manually clears their cookies, then their computer, they've cleared their cookies and there's nothing we can do about that. But on our end, we don't force them to expire.
In other words, if you do a good job and if you write an article that includes a link to our products or an article, and people will purchase a product, let's say 2-3 years from now, the program will register the commission for you.
Yeah.
For rewards.
All right. Are there any other questions coming through? I'm kind of monitoring on the chat. Feel free to unmute yourself and ask it as well. EO has a question. When I copy a link and post it, sometimes it shows a picture of the product and sometimes just the link and no picture. That can be a setting that you have. This is in Facebook, right, EO? First off, I want to make sure we are talking Facebook.
Yes.
Okay. On Facebook, this can be a setting that is in Facebook itself that we can force a certain image to be shown through Facebook settings. I'd have to get one of our team members, Tom, maybe can give me the steps to it. I'd have to find out, but I do know I've done that in the past where I've forced what picture I want shown when I post a certain link. But for the most part with Facebook, it's kind of what their algorithms pick up and what they choose to show.
Okay.
Leah, I have a feeling that sometimes certain blogs have done it for me as well. So we may need to, again, set up some sort of reporting system. You guys, if any of you have this problem, let us know. We'll test it. If it works on our side, then it means that it's something with your setup. If it doesn't work on our side, we'll definitely fix it. And I know that the images that we put on our blog, sometimes they may not be picked up by Facebook. So I've seen that too.
Yeah. I think the best probably for any of this, if you want blog posts uploaded into the partner center here or Facebook posts, the pictures, just email me would probably be the easiest.
I have a question or suggestion now. If there are any questions, we'd love to finish answering them. And then I'd like to show you 2 areas of the website some of you may not have seen. No more questions?
Okay, I don't see any more questions, and I've just posted my email address in the chat box for everybody as well. Okay, so Peter, do you want to share screen?
I'm going to actually ask Kelia to share screen, and if you can go to our website and go to the courses page, because that course page is going to be a great resource for you. And I will suggest to Leah to put all the links from the course pages onto
let me go into
the Healing Ambassador headquarters and making sure that they're the links.
Okay, here's the courses page.
We initially actually decided that we are going to put the courses for a sign up, or at least this initial course. And then we discovered that people actually were not really clicking because they were suspicious that, they want their email and what would we do with it. So we actually opened this course for free. If you go to the different segments, and if you haven't gone through the different segments, I really would like you to look at them, because reading through the 16 chapters will increase the likelihood of longevity by double-digit percentage. So if you share these articles and if you really know them, then you'll be already, I'm not going to say that out loud, more I just wanted to say you're already better than most vets. I didn't want to say that. My colleagues are trying hard and I'm trying hard and I'm not always right. But there is a lot of information there. So please read them through and share them. And I'm going to ask Leah to put them up. And then the other part of our website is the special pages. And you can just go on the specials. And so we have different campaigns. Every month we have different campaigns. The next coming campaign is about our Feel Good Omega, the omega oil that is going to be made, or that is made of squid. And squid is the only renewable resource that actually is increasing in numbers in the ocean. Everything else is dropping. So this is a safety campaign that is currently running. And what we've done, we basically explain what happens if people use collars and choke chains and if the leashes are not shock absorbing. So we don't just sell products, we educate and try to make a difference. So read through these pages, and again, this page will be also shareable, and I think that it already is. And then this is the part that I love the most, that whatever we do has a secondary effect, and that is that we share part of the proceeds with charities around the world, whether they're children or animal related. I know that some people say, well, why do we worry about children? Well, I think that if we worry about the world and well-being of the world, we have to look after the animals, and we also have to look after the children that can't speak for themselves. So we try to be diverse in that area, and every month we decide on a cause. Leah, if you can go to the impact page.
Yep, there you go. It's just loading.
It's going to be changed because we are now not giving only to B1G1, but we are also giving to other organizations that are that catch our eye, and the mission is honest and meaningful. So that's all. Anyone else? Any other questions or anything to add? Because we are at 4:01, so it's time to end. And the only thing that I would like to say is thank you so much for coming. And I would like to, at least for now, do these meetings once a month, and we can make them educational, where you come with questions and I would answer them, or our team would answer them. It doesn't mean that I always will be the only one here, or I always will be here, but I'll do my best to come every time or as often as I can. Okay.
Perfect. Sounds great. Thank you very much, Peter. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I will let everyone know when we have the next one. Feel free to email me on any of this, and I'll have those links in the back office for you about all those blog articles from the Health and Longevity course. I'll have that up in the next 24 hours for you.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
All right.
Have a nice evening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.